Hi everyone, this is Noble from UC Berkeley IOR190G, and this week, unlike the previous weeks, I am going to be talking about a silly patent and whether it is patentable or not. So a patent I found is called the anti-eating face mask with patent number US4344424, and it's a silly, but it's also a possible solution to a very serious problem, which is the obesity issue. So this patent is an anti-eating face mask preventing the ingestion of food by the user, and it may be locked in place on the user's head to prevent removal while at the same time permitting removal under emergency conditions. It was filed in March 27, 1980 and issued in August 17, 1982. Based on a really quick research online about historical obesity rates, it seems like 1980 is about the time where obesity rate starts rising pretty quickly. So I'm not sure if this invention has anything to do with that, but that's a little trivia for you. And here are some drawings from the actual patent. The claim, there's only two claims. Claim 1 is what's shown on the screen, and claim 2 is just saying it's this plus that mesh thing can be wires instead of just some mesh thing. So if you want to read it, it's on the screen, so it's available through the description link. But basically a quick rundown of the claim is that it's a face mask. It sits below the nose, over the mouth, and there's some meshes so that you can still talk through and breathe, and there's some straps hold it in place, and then there's an engageable lock. So in terms of looking at if whether this patent should have actually been issued, there's 5 requirements for patentability, and it seems like subject matter, enablement, and novelty are fairly straightforward. They're probably met. And utility and non-obviousness are the only ones that I really need to consider. So having a mask like that probably does prevent eating and could solve some of the obesity problem, but would anyone actually use it is a question, and it's probably not, but under the right circumstances, it probably could be useful. So there are some patents that reference back to this patent, and they are not as severely extreme as this patent. So obviously there's some use, but probably no one would like to use it in this extreme of a configuration. For obviousness, so a face mask with some sort of filter is nothing new. Gas masks, people wear masks all the time where they let you breathe, let you talk, but it doesn't bring some things in. And filters have been around forever. But there's one thing in the patent that includes the engageable lock. So I think this patent actually isn't obvious because I don't think anybody would really want to put a lock on a face mask that the user cannot really easily move. So everything seems common sense except for the lock. So I'm going to say this patent is not obvious, and this should actually have been granted. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this silly patent, and if anyone has any thoughts, like I would actually use this on my obese friend. I actually would, but then please comment on the video.